Hello and welcome to Empower Week Day. I am Tori Rarick and I am your host. Each day this week I will be featuring a new guest who will be sharing a practice or a teaching that you can apply to begin working with the energy of a particular chakra. Chakras are known in Sanskrit as wheels, but they are the major energy centers that are represented within our physical body. So the energy, ethereal body, and our physical body are interdependent. In order to be in optimal health, energy should move freely between chakras, but also should not be overactive. Today is all about the root chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of your spine and it's associated with the color red. It is the foundation of your chakra system. So it's associated with security, safety, and survival. It is your life force. So if you're interested in learning more about basic tapping techniques and emotional freedom techniques, keep watching to meet our first guest, Amy Ash, and please stay tuned until the end to hear about how you can receive a free energetic mapping call with me. Hi everyone, today I'm here with Amy Ash of Soul Starter, and why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your business?
Sure, yeah. So I'm a hypnotherapist and I also am an EFT practitioner, which I think we're going to get into a little bit today. And I own a company, as you said, called Soul Starter. And basically I teach people mind-body energy tools to help them, really what I kind of say is to get rid of the negative baggage. Right? So get rid of all the negative crud that's keeping you from really living your best, feeling your best, and being your best. Mm-hmm. And so specifically that's EFT tapping, guided meditation, and I also have a line of affirmation cards. And the way that I kind of do my business, I do private coaching, I do online programs, and then I also sell the products as well.
Totally, and we can talk about that more at the end too.
Sure. Yeah.
So just to get to know you, what's your personal affirmation?
So my personal favorite affirmation is, I'm going to share it with you. Can I share it right here?
Go for it.
I focus on what I can do and I do it with all of my heart.
I love that.
So I actually have this on a little postcard that I send out because it's just really how, I think we should hopefully all approach life, right? Just
totally.
All in.
Yes.
All in.
And all in on what you want. Yes,
yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
So jumping to EFT, root chakra, stability, that's kind of what I'm trying to connect the dots with today, is talking about the root chakra, your first chakra, which is all about security, and how being authentic and being yourself can really show up when you use this practice of EFT. So what would be a mantra or an affirmation someone could use if they're trying to hone that authenticity?
I have another little card.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So this is one of my affirmation cards. I stay true to myself in every situation.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
Pretty simple, but absolutely important. And we can just get so caught up in what other people think and who we're supposed to be rather than being true to ourselves. So it's a great reminder.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what is EFT?
EFT. So EFT actually stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, and it's also called tapping. So I always tell people, if you're ever looking for information, always just do a search for EFT tapping and you'll find a ton of information. And what it is it's a technique that anybody can use on their own, and it involves tapping on acupressure points, the same acupressure points that are used in acupuncture. So in acupuncture, we have these meridians, these lines of energy that run through our bodies, and where these lines of energy exit and enter the body on the surface of the body are what are acupressure points.
Okay.
And so in acupuncture, you stick needles in these points. With EFT tapping, what you do is you tap physically on these points, and it basically does all kinds of great things. But it in essence, I think it's still in theory because we don't truly understand exactly why it works so well. But the latest research, which I think makes the most sense to me, is that when you stimulate acupressure points, it sends a signal to the brain, to the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that regulates the fight or flight response, okay? And for some reason, they don't really know why, but the research shows that it sends the signal that you're safe. So in essence, the technique involves tuning into an issue by talking or thinking about it while you tap on these acupressure points. And it's basically connecting whatever issue, whatever's bothering you. It could be a physical pain, it could be an emotion, it could be a thought, a negative thought that keeps spinning in your mind. When you tune into that while you're tapping, it rewires your brain's connection to that and basically says, hey, you don't need to worry about it.
I love
And so you really feel different. Like you really experience the difference in the moment. It's not a technique where it's a build-up or a theory. Like you literally, when you're doing it, you feel different.
So is this something that you would use as a consistent practice or kind of as needed?
Both.
Okay.
So the way I approach it is, you can learn this technique really quickly and you can use it. I mean, it takes just 30 seconds or so to do one round. And of course you do a few rounds, and it can literally help to bring you down, to calm you if you're feeling anxious or stressed out in that moment. In the same way you would take an aspirin, if you would, for a headache, you could use it for when you're really in the midst of feeling not good. But where I think the meat of it is you can also use the technique to help peel away the layers, the true root causes of your issues, no matter what it is. Because it shifts everything for you. It, again, rewires that response. So past trauma, physical pain, that negative thinking, it rewires it so it starts to feel less true, or you don't feel it anymore. And it really can help you with big issues because it can address those root causes.
Right. Kind of clear out the littles.
Clearing out the
take
crap.
Care of the big. Yeah.
Exactly.
So in terms of authenticity and being secure in who you are,
Yeah.
what's a tapping practice that you could show us?
Sure. I think that, well, I can just teach the technique really pretty quickly. Okay, and it is all about helping you to feel safe and good. Okay, so the first step with EFT is really easy. So you tap on a point that we refer to as the karate chop point. And it's exactly where you would, karate chop something. Okay, and you can use either hand, doesn't matter which, and you just tap on that point. And this first step is called the setup. So you tap on that point while you say a very simple statement. Now there's a lot of different versions of this statement, and I'm just going to share the most simplistic one, the one that I use a lot. And it's even though and you fill in the blank with whatever's going on with you, I love and accept myself. And so you say that 3 times while you're tapping on this point, and you're not tapping so hard that you're hurting yourself. You're just stimulating that energy. So it could be, even though I'm feeling stressed, I love and accept myself. And you just say that 3 times. Even though I feel stressed, I love and accept myself. And then, so why don't we go through each step, and then we'll do a round. Okay. So that's step number 1, and then the next step is to tap on the acupressure points. Okay, so it's really easy. The first one is on top of the head, and you literally could use your whole hand, and you're going to hit it. Okay. So while you're tapping on each point, we want to stay in tune with whatever issue we're working on. So the one that I used just now was just feeling stressed. So you could use just a word. You could say, I feel really stressed. That could be your reminder phrase. And on each point, you're going to say that reminder phrase. Okay. So that's the first point. The next point is on the tip of the eyebrow. It doesn't matter which eye you pick, but closest to the bridge of the nose. And usually if you use 2 fingertips, you're going to hit it. So you tap there, and you'd say that reminder phrase, I feel really stressed, something like that. The next point is on the side of the eye, on the bone, on the outside corner. Okay, and again, if you just use a couple fingertips, you're going to hit it. You say the reminder phrase. The next point is below the eye on the bone, in the center. And a lot of people ask, oh, well, can I switch over to this eye? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Some of the points have 2 sides to them, and some people like to do both. So it's really flexible.
Make it yours.
Yeah. Next point is below the nose here. And then we call it the chin point, but it's really this crease in between your bottom lip and chin. Okay. And then the next point is called the collarbone point. And the way to find it is if you go to this notch in your neck and you have those 2 bones that stick out, and you go down about 1 inch, and then you go over to the outside about 1 inch to either side. There's 2 points there. Okay. And you can do either one, and you might be able to feel it. Kind of like it's sometimes sensitive. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to explain where that is, but the easy way to do it is if you just take your whole hand and you tap on your chest, you're also going to hit it. Okay? So you could do it this way, or you could hit one or both. And then the last one is below the armpit on the side. So it's on the center of your side, and again, I use my whole hand. Yeah, perfect. It's about a hand's width below your armpit. And some people do this if they can't reach around or they prefer to. You can do it on the same side.
Okay.
So that's all the points. And that's literally a round of EFT.
Okay.
So it's the setup, the tune in 3 times, and then you tap through the points.
Okay.
So now we'll do it a little more formally.
Let's do it.
Okay. So let's do it.
Oh, can I interrupt you?
Yes.
So like, do we want to have feet flat on the floor, kind of meditation positions, or?
It really doesn't matter, and that's one of the great things about it is you can do this technique while you're driving, while you're showering. It's really user friendly, and it really can help calm you down. Like, if you remembered nothing but you just tapped on some points, that alone can help get you calm and feeling better.
Okay.
So let's do a full little round here. If you close your eyes and just tune into your body, actually, and just notice if you have any stress or tension, any anxious feelings in your body, and notice where you feel them and what they feel like. If you had to rate them on a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is you felt great and 10 was like really, really uncomfortable, just rate that on the scale and notice where you are. And then we'll begin the tapping. Okay, so all you have to do is repeat after me and just follow along. Do you want to be my echo?
I'll be the echo.
Okay, cool. All right. So even though I have this stress in my body,
Even though I have this stress in my body,
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Good. Even though I have this stress in my body,
Even though I have this stress in my body,
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though I have this stress in my body,
Even though I have this stress in my body,
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Good. Now we're going to go to the top of the head. I'm going to say, I have this stress in my body.
I have stress in my body.
And on the eyebrow point, I have this stress in my body.
I have stress in my body.
On the side of the eye, I have this stress in my body.
I have the stress in my body.
And below the eye, I have the stress in my body.
I have stress in my body.
And below the nose, I have the stress in my body.
I have stress in my body.
And on the chin, I have the stress in my body.
I have the stress in my body.
And the collarbone points, I have the stress in my body.
I have the stress in my body.
And below the armpit, I have the stress in my body.
I have the stress in my body.
And now let's just do one more tapping round, or maybe 2. This is pretty quick. And I'm going to get fancy. I'm gonna say some different things. You can repeat after me. And this is where you get a little looser with the language, because the point of the language that you use while you're tapping is to keep you tuned into whatever you're tapping on.
Okay.
Okay, so you could say, oh, this anxiety.
Oh, this anxiety.
And on that eyebrow point, it's okay to feel these feelings.
It's okay to feel these feelings.
And on the side of the eye, even though I feel stressed, I'm safe.
Even though I feel stressed, I'm safe.
And below the eye, even though I feel anxious, I'm safe.
Even though I feel anxious, I'm safe.
And below the nose, all this anxiety in my body.
All this anxiety in my body.
And on the chin, I feel so stressed and
I feel
tense.
so stressed and tense.
On the chest, all this stress and anxiety in my body.
All this stress and anxiety in my body.
And below the armpit, all this stress and anxiety in my body.
Oh, the stress and anxiety in my body.
You can stop there. And then if you just close your eyes and you actually tune back into what we were tuned in before we did the tapping, noticing any tension in the body, any stressful feelings, and just notice that it shifted on that scale. And that's it. Yeah.
I wasn't stressed before, but I'm
Yeah.
even lower stressed now.
You for sure notice if you're going from a place of feeling really, amped up, and then you do it and you calm down. But
So I have one more question
Yeah.
because I'm all like positivity, redirect to positivity. And so to be repeating, like, I have stress in my body, that's stressing me out.
Yeah, I love that question. That is like one of the most common questions. And here's how I answer it. One is, if you understand that the point of the words is to actually keep you tuned into the problem, while the tapping is rewiring your brain's response, or you could say the subconscious response to that issue. And so you have to be tuned into it. So it's almost like a mini form of exposure therapy.
Okay.
But also, I think I get this a lot because it's just from my hypnotherapy background and working with people, like, why would I ever accept it? But I like to use the metaphor of, if you're driving a car down the road and you get a flat tire, you gotta
Deal with
have
it.
to acknowledge and accept that you have the flat tire in order to do anything about it. And if you ignore it, so the whole idea with where positive thinking, I think, sometimes gets a bad rap, is you definitely don't want to positive think your way over negative things. That would be like, you keep driving down the road and the car's getting out of control, and next thing you know, you end up in a ditch because you didn't acknowledge the problem. But when you just accept the problem, and I think honestly that this is one of the biggest challenges that people face, is just acknowledging to yourself that you're upset about something, or that something's going on for you, because then you have to deal with it. But the cool thing about EFTs, it's like, it helps you to acknowledge any emotions and process any emotions or negative beliefs or anything you got going on, and you actually, when you use it to tap through it, you feel better.
Totally.
It really helps. So you gotta acknowledge the flat tire before you're gonna do anything about it. Fix it. But once you do, then you go smoothly down the road.
Good.
Right?
I love that. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Where can my viewers find you?
Yeah, so you can check out my website, which is soulstarter.com, and I have tons of information on there, and you can, learn more about EFT. I have a lot of stuff on my blog. There's videos, there's just a ton of information, and guided meditations, my positive affirmation cards.
Yeah.
So it's all there, soulstarter.com.
Cute. I will link everything below. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be with you all.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what you thought about today's teachings in the comments below. Please note that I have linked guest information and additional resources in the down bar. And now I'm going to share with you a special offer that is only active during Empower Week 2019. Empower Week is sponsored by my mindfulness e-course, Illuminate. Illuminate contains videos, meditations, and PDFs all centered around my 8 essential mindset principles. These are the same principles that I use and apply to my daily life in order to support my personal growth journey. Illuminate also contains bonuses, including a self-love workshop, access to an interactive and supportive online community, as well as this week only a free energetic mapping call with me. For everyone who enrolls in Illuminate this week, you'll be receiving a free energetic mapping call, and during this call we identify the patterns that may be holding you back from living freely and authentically. If you're ready to make 2019 your year of success and growth, enroll in Illuminate to access the energy and guidance to support your personal journey. Thank you so much for watching, and big love.